Yo, what's up? What's up, dude? It's hot in that freaking mask right there. That was a good intro. That was a good intro. What's up? Mac, y'all, sorry guys, I got a haircut. My hair looks all funny. I kind of look like, I forgot who. But yeah, Mackie says Ghostface. What's up, Mackie? That's my costume right there. That's my costume. That's my most recent mask rehaul. My Scream 6 mask rehaul. What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? Whoever's here, welcome to Hollywood Horror Film Club. Today is Horror Talk Wednesdays, episode 58. Today we're going to be talking everything Scream today. Everything Scream. We're going to be talking about the new trailer. We're going to break it down. We're going to talk, theorize who could be the killer. We're going to theorize about Scream 8. I got some Trick or Treat Studio stuff to talk about too as well. So yeah, pretty much let's start. Yo, like and subscribe to the channel. My name is Frank. This is Hollywood Horror Film Club. This is, yeah, like I said, Horror Talk Wednesdays, y'all. So like and subscribe, whoever's new here. Yeah, and guys, I got a haircut, so don't make fun of me. I look funny as hell right now. Frank Hines says, hello, everyone. Hello, Frank Hines. How you doing? How are you doing, Frank Hines? Glad to see you here again today. Let me just take off the gloves, guys. These gloves are hard to take off. Ow, my finger. And yeah, man. Oh, scary. With the mask on or without? Yeah, man. What's up, Kale? Yeah, is that your name? Kale DM Fiaz? How you doing, man? How you doing? Like and subscribe to the channel. Frank Hines says, I'm doing well today. Awesome, bro. Glad to hear. I'm doing well as well. Just hot in this costume, bro. It's pretty hot here in LA, and it's supposed to be winter. Let me see what else I missed. Mackie says, nice costume and mask. Thank you so much, Mackie. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I worked really hard on this mask for like about like 3 or 4 days, you know? I love it. It's a great mask. Please check out my video on it, on the rehaul I did. It's a great, fun video that I made. Dropped yesterday here on the channel. Hell yeah, guys. Let's keep smashing that thumbs up, guys. Let's get it up to 20. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. Let's get it up to 20. We're almost there. We're almost there. Charlie Plex says, Frankenstein. What's up, Charlie? How you doing? Charlie says, haircut. Charlie says, grown-ass man, guys. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, I am a grown-ass man. Yeah, I did get a haircut too, bro. I did. It's pretty hot here in LA, so I needed a cut, bro. Let me see who else. We already read that. Scary. What is it? Kale? Oh, Khaled. Khaled says scary. Like I asked earlier, with the mask on or without, bro. I'm pretty sure both are scary, though. Frank says, I'm doing well. Awesome, bro. Got to hear you doing well. Apple Ricky says, yo, what's up, Apple Ricky? How you doing? How you doing? Glad to see you here on the channel again. Another episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays. Today is episode 58. Today is gonna be pretty much all Scream news today, except for like the Trick or Treat Studios catalog. We're gonna go over in a bit. But yeah, Apple Ricky says, "Hey Spot, how you doing?" Yeah, I caught that. You know why I said I'm not a dog? Because there's this movie. I think it was a movie or a cartoon, but there's a dog named Spot. I forgot what movie. I don't know if it was the movie My Dog Called Skip but there's a dog named Spot, and I thought you were referencing that. You know, that's why I was like, I'm not a dog, but yeah, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Apple Ricky says, I was talking about Spot from Star Trek. Oh, Spot or Spock? Apple Ricky says, from Star Trek. I'm just joking with you, by the way. Spock or Spot? I know Spock. Yeah, one time someone called me Spock here on a Scream video I did. So they called me Spock. That was pretty funny. But yeah, guys, yeah, hell yeah. How's everyone's day today? How's Wednesday for everyone? Are you guys ready for the weekend or what? Are you guys ready for the weekend? Apple Ricky says that's what I was talking about. Oh, Spock. Okay, so Spock then. Yeah, Spock from Star Trek. The dude with the big ears, the alien ears, and then the haircut kind of like mine. And then he goes like that. Yeah, that's Spock. Spock's cool. Apple Ricky says, oh, that's what I was talking about. Cool. Who's ready to break down the Scream 7 trailer, guys? Who's ready to break down the Scream 7 trailer? Who is ready to break it down? We're going to break it down in a few more minutes right now. I'm just saying what's up to everyone that's barely joining. Damn, dude, this mask looks great. I love how this mask looks, yo. I love how it came out. Like I said in my video, I know some people like doing the whole yellow thing, but I like it kind of mainly white. I like it mainly white. You see the cracks more, I think. Apple Ricky says, I'm messing with you, by the way. That's what with the Spock thing? Well, I get it. I know you're messing with me. I know it's a joke, Apple Ricky. I know it's a joke, obviously. But yeah, let's keep smashing that thumbs up, guys. Let's keep smashing that thumbs up. We're almost up to 20. I'm going to go drop the link to this in my Instagram quick, all right? I'll be back, guys. Don't go nowhere. From outer space. We are back. All right, hell yeah. Let's keep smashing the... From outer space. We are back. All right, hell yeah. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up right there, everyone. Let's keep smashing that thumbs up right there, everyone, so more people could join us here. But yeah, I was just talking about the mask. I was going to wear the Jill Roberts. I was going to wear my Jill Roberts aged mask. But then I realized, you know what? I haven't actually done like a video on that yet. So I decided not to. I was going to wear also my, what is it called? My Jason Carvey, the blood splattered mask from Scream 6. But then I realized I hadn't done a video on that one either. And then I was going to wear my Scream 5 regular Ghostface one. But I don't think I've done a video on that one either. I don't think, at least I have. I'm gonna have to check later today. But yeah, this one looks great though. I love this one, bro. I love this one. This looks beautiful right here. This looks beautiful. Hell yeah. This looks great. Any Scream fans here? Well, obviously we probably do, but who's a Scream fan right here? Who is a Scream fan right here? Let me know in the chat. Apple Ricky says, you know my Five Nights at Freddy fan film I'm doing? Yeah, what's up with that? I thought you weren't doing that no more. I thought you were doing Clockwork Orange instead. I thought you were going to do Clockwork Orange instead. But yeah, what's up with it? What's up with your Five Nights at Freddy fan film? What's up with it? What's going on with it? Are you going to make it? Are you going to end up making it after all or what? Let me know. Let me know in the chat right there. While I start looking for some stuff to read. What should I do first? Should we break down the movie trailer first, or should we go over some news? Maybe we should go over some news first. Apple Ricky says, my friends BF playing William Afton. I'm playing Charlotte Emily. Okay, that's cool. That sounds awesome. Apple Ricky. That's cool. Are you gonna buy the costumes for, like, how are you gonna pull off the effects for like the animatronics, you know, the animatronic animals and stuff? How are you gonna pull that off? Apple Ricky? How are you gonna pull that off? Let me know in the chat right there. Do they sell costumes of the Five Nights at Freddy's characters yet? I haven't checked. I need to check it out. Apple Ricky says, so a Clockwork Orange Nobody really knows that movie much anymore, so I'm doing Five Nights at Freddy because it's more popular. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, like Clockwork Orange, someone like my age or even older than me is gonna know that better. CS Serviu says I'm hyped for 28 years later. Bone Temple. Oh yeah. There's gonna be another movie, right? Another 28 years later movie. Yeah. I heard about it. Like what is it? Like a few days ago, I think. Mackie says, and CS Reviews 7. How you doing? If you're new here to the channel, welcome to Hollywood Horror Film Club. My name is Frank. Today is Horror Talk Wednesdays, episode 58. Today we are going to be talking Scream 7 news, theorizing Scream 7 news. We're going to break down the trailer. We're going to be theorizing what they could do for Scream 8 and pretty much everything Scream. And we're also going to be going over the new catalog for Trick or Treat Studios in a bit as well. Mackie says, I'm doing research to rewrite the history in movies. Awesome, bro. That sounds awesome. Hell yeah. Of what? Scream? Of Scream or what? I had blood on this earlier. I did an awesome knife wipe before everyone got here. Look at the masks, though, everyone. Everyone, look at the mask. Isn't this a beautiful mask? Look at that. Billy Loomis's mask. This mask is about 30 years old almost now. Since 1996. This mask has been around since 1996 now, pretty much. In universe, though. Well, yeah, in reality, too. Actually, in reality, too. But in real life, these masks don't age like that. They just turn yellow, pretty much. That's it. They don't age like that. Let me see. Apariki says, I won't have the animatronics. It's called Charlotte's Revenge. Oh, okay, I get you now. I get you. Okay, so they won't even make an appearance, but it's like it's still in the Five Nights at Freddy universe, right? Apariki, like Chica and what's it called? And Freddy Fazbear and what was the fox's name again? Foxy. I forgot her name. Foxy or whatever, right? Foxy. What is it called? So like you're not gonna see them, but it's still an in-universe story. You know, it still takes place in the same universe. You're just not gonna be seeing them. Yeah, I get you. If that's what you're going for, right? Coco Moko-chan says, dude, chill on the glass. You moving way too much. I don't even do glass, bro, but I'm just an energetic ass dude. I'm an energetic. You gotta be energetic on these live streams, bro, or else you're gonna be considered boring. You gotta be energetic. Yeah, and Coco Moko-chan, if you're a horror fan, please like and subscribe to the channel. Welcome to Hollywood Horror Film Club. My name is Frank. Today is Horror Talk Wednesdays, episode 58. Please like and subscribe if you're a horror fan. Yeah, but yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna start. Let me see. Should we look up some? I think we should look up some news first. Let's see some Scream 7 updates. See anything else that we could get right now. Apple Ricky says in the same universe, but you won't see like Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. Yeah, that's what I mean. It still takes place in the same universe, but they're not the main focus. Those characters, it's some other characters. You know? Yeah, I get you. That's totally understandable. Yeah, it's still an in-universe story, just with other characters. Yeah. Sounds cool. Yeah, when are you going to start filming that then? When are you going to start filming that? Let me know in the chat. Because you were promoting Clockwork Orange, so I thought that's what was going to be the movie, you know? I thought that's what was going to be the movie. Yeah, like you had the costume down and everything, but I understand, though. I understand. Apple Ricky says, Bonnie's the rabbit, Foxy's the fox. Yeah. Yeah, I know that. I know that. Let me see. What else do we got? 23 hours ago, new trees are trailer. All right, we got some cool. Let me see. Hold on, guys. I'm just looking for some articles. But yeah. So I guess we're gonna be looking up some Scream 7 news right now. Let me see what's. Oh yeah. So yeah, there is some Scream 7 news. There is some Scream 7. I'm going to change the background now. We're getting into Scream territory. Let me see. What am I going to do? Where's the green screen again? No, lighting off. I have the lighting on or whatever. Let me see. Here we go. Scroll. Look at that. Here we are. Which one should I put? That one or this one? Which one should I leave, guys? This one or the other one? I think I should leave this one, right? Check it out. That's pretty sick, right? Check it out. Look at my live stream, Junior. Look at the screen.
That looks cool.
Yeah, I'm in my own little ghost phase like world here and shit. Oh, I just cussed already. It's probably not even gonna get pushed out much. I don't care. I'm having fun. Apple Ricky says, I'm getting mask, feet, and statue of the puppet. Also be making like the body. Awesome. Hell yeah. I can't wait to see it, Apple. I can't wait. This one's gonna be truly like this movie's gonna test your your creativity a lot. Definitely. Prentice says, sup, dude? Prentice says, remember me? Of course, Prentice. Of course, bro. Of course. I remember you, Prentice. How can I forget you? Prentice says, I'm Prentice 2015. I know, man. I know. Prentice says, leave that one. Yeah, this one's good, right? This one's good as we start getting into the Scream 7 news. Yeah, Prentice, how you doing, bro? You haven't been on here in a while. Glad to see you're still doing okay, bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Glad to see you're still doing okay. Glad to see you're pumped for Scream 7 as well, from what I could see. Hell yeah, bro. Please smash the thumbs up if you haven't yet, Prentice. Please, bro, get us up to 24. Check out my mask, Prentice. You like it or what? I know that's the Stu Mocker mask right there, but this is my personal copy of my Billy mask that I just rehauled a few days ago. Check out my video later as well on the rehaul of this mask. Yeah, but hell yeah. I'm about to start getting into the Scream 7 news. Prentice says, yup. Hell yeah, man. Glad to see you here, bro. Okay, so here's the first Scream 7 news pretty much that dropped this morning, guys. Prentice says, yes, that's tough. Hell yeah, man, it is, right? All right, guys, here's the official Scream 7 poster, I think. I mean, yeah, it is. All right. Here it is, guys. Screams. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to take this off quick though. Hold on, give me a second. Look at that. The Scream 7 poster. The official Scream 7 poster, guys. The official Scream 7 poster. That's it. Scream 7 is coming. Scream 7 is coming soon already. Very soon already. It's what, like in a few weeks already? Like 6-7 weeks already. And yeah, like 6 weeks, I think, already. Scream 7 is coming. The poster looks cool. It looks like any other Scream movie poster with everyone on it. But yeah, with this new trilogy, they started doing like kind of Star Warsy almost, you know, with like this almost reminds me of the poster for Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. Because of the whole fire theme and stuff surrounding this movie. Like it looks like Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, bro. And Darth Vader was even behind like the cast like this as well on the poster. So yeah, it's very reminiscent of that. But yeah, it looks awesome. It looks cool. Everyone looks cool. The actors look cool and stuff as their characters. Ghostface, obviously. It looks like Halloween Ends as well, you know. It looks like they have some Halloween Ends stuff going with the orange flames as well. Yeah, like right here, you see like the embers, the fire. That's like Halloween End stuff right there. So yeah, that's awesome. It's an awesome poster. It looks good. It looks good. It looks good. It looks good. Let me see what I missed right here. What I miss. Prentice says, I've been on Welcome to Derry. That's awesome, Prentice. Yeah. I started watching. I seen the first episode. I haven't caught the rest yet, but I got to catch it. But yeah, I saw the first episode. It's pretty crazy. You know, the kid is sneaking into the theater, and then he gets chased down. Then he gets into this car with like this crazy family and stuff like that, you know, and it turns out to be like Pennywise and stuff. And then yeah, and then it turns out that there's this girl that gets bullied in school and blah blah blah, and then they go to the tunnel, and yeah, I don't want to spoil it for people. Skylar Zarzeno said hi. What's up, Skylar Zarzeno? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Another episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays. Today's episode 58. Today we are going over Scream 7 news. We're gonna be going over the trailer right now. We're going to be theorizing on it. We're going to be theorizing on Scream 8 and all that good stuff. So if you're new here, I think you've been here before though, Skylar. Yeah, I think Skylar's been here. Please smash the thumbs up if you haven't, Skylar. Get us up to 25. Please, Skylar, please. Get us up to 25 so more people could join us here. Apareki says, I will have Charlotte, Emily, William Afton's Spring Bonnie, and Harry Emily. Also the puppet. That's cool. Hell yeah, sounds awesome. When are you going to start filming it though? When are you going to start filming it? That's what I want to know. I asked you like 2 times already. When are you going to start filming it, Apples? When are you going to start filming it? Yeah, I feel like the Clockwork Orange would have been cheaper one to make. Probably a little easier, but I don't know. It's because there's a lot of vintage stuff in Clockwork Orange that it's kind of hard to get your hands on, you know? So it kind of does make sense for you to make Five Nights at Freddy's instead, you know? Because it's more modern. It'll be easier, you know? Everything that exists in this universe exists in that movie universe, you know? But yeah, it's cool. So, Apple Ricky says, when I get the stuff, oh, okay, awesome. Yeah, you need to get the props and all that first. Do you have a script? Do you have a script written yet? Do you have a script? You pretty much almost got a cast, but do you have a script? That'll be awesome. If you have a script already, that'll be cool. Let me see what else. What else they got right here? Apple Ricky says, when I get the. Oh, yeah, we already got that. We already read that. All right, so here's another. Here's some more Scream 7 stuff right here. Here's another Scream 7. Scream 7, new spot, sharper cuts, darker tone. Ghostface feels less playful, more brutal. Is this the sequel that finally takes the franchise? Some people are saying this is like the end of an era for Scream because it's showing all the the clips of like the first three Scream movies. So they're hinting at like a, I get, they're hinting at, I don't know, to me they're like hinting at like a finale with Sydney. But if the, we'll get into that right now. We'll get into that right now. Apariki says, I'm making the body like the torso, arms, legs, and gloves. I'm getting feet and head. That's cool. That's awesome. You're making it? What are you going to be making it with? What are you going to be making it with, Apple Ricky? What are you going to be making it with? What are you going to be making it with? Because didn't you say you were going to buy the costumes? So yeah, apparently this is gonna be a darker Ghostface, but Ghostface is already pretty dark in the first Scream movie, and in Scream what is it Scream 5 he was pretty dark. He was pretty on business. Scream Ghostface, you know, he was pretty on business. Scream 6 as well. Porricky says Henry will have it, but you won't see him in the film. You're gonna hear his voice. All right, gotcha, gotcha. That sounds interesting as well. That sounds very interesting. No, that's old right there. Here we go. We got some more Scream 7 stuff right here. I'm reading some more Scream 7 stuff. Check it out. Oh, yeah, you can't really see the drawing with the background right there. Let's keep smashing that thumbs up, guys. Let's keep smashing that thumbs up. Let's get it up to 25, guys. Come on. Cloudnum says, sup, cousin? How you doing, Cloudnum? How you doing? Glad to see you here on the channel. Another episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays, episode 58. Please smash the thumbs up. Yeah, Cloudnum? Some more people could join us. Get us up to 25, please. And yes, I got a haircut before you start making fun of me. Cloudnum says, sorry I'm late. It's all good, bro. No worries. It's all good. No worries about that. No worries about that. I'm just going over a few Scream 7 news right here. I'm just reading whatever news I find that's new here. I'm just reading it. So yeah, chill with us and talk about Scream 7. I'm about to break down the trailer right now in a bit. Matthew Lillard, right here says on Twitter, X, Scream News. Scream News is reporting Matthew Lillard does most of the Ghostface taunting in Scream 7. Roger L. Jackson handles a few calls, but most of it is Matthew Lillard. Are you guys hearing that? Are you guys hearing that? That most of the Ghostface calls and voice is going to be done by Matthew Lillard. That's crazy. That's crazy. Roger L. Jackson obviously is going to continue doing it too, but apparently they're saying most of it. Let me see. Matthew Lillard does most. Yeah. Matthew Lillard does most of the Ghostface taunting in Scream 7, Roger L. Jackson says. Roger L. Jackson handles a few calls, but most of it is Matthew Lillard. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. That means he's really delving into Stu really hardcore then. If Stu really is alive, though, if he really is alive, if he's not like some AI, like generated character or something like that, you know? But yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Dude, there's so much news just coming out. Let's see what else they got right here. Let me see what. Let me see what else they got. Let me see. Apple Ricky says, my daughter, if you can hear me, I knew you would return. As well, it's in your nature to protect the innocents. And I'm sorry that one day, I'm sorry that on that day, the day you were shut out and left to die, no one was there. What is that? Is that from a movie? Or is that from Five Nights at Freddy? Skylar Zarceno says Matthew Lillard. Yes, it says Matthew Lillard is going to be doing a lot of the Ghostface voice taunting in the movie. Apple Ricky says to lift up you, there's to lift you up in their arms the way you lifted others into your arms. and then what became of you? I should have known you wouldn't be contact to disrespect my daughter. I couldn't say you then. What poem is that? Cloudnoun says, I do want Stu to be the killer. It's because they kill off every killer afterwards and they would ruin his survival. Wait, what? I don't want Stu to be the killer in it because they kill off every killer afterwards. Yeah, that's what I was saying too. That's what I've been saying about Scream 7. It's not, Stu's not the killer. Trust me. Trust me. I already read a spoiler. I already know who the killers are. It's like some generational stuff, bro. I don't want to spoil it, bro, but yeah, it's like not it's like I don't know if I spoiled it already, but like I don't know I don't think it's Stu, bro. I don't think it's Stu. I don't think it's Stu. I don't think it's Stu, bro. I don't think it's Stu. It's just that it'll be too obvious if it's Stu, bro, because everyone wants Stu back. You know, everyone wants Stu. So if you go into the movie and you see Stu reveal, and then he gets killed off, like it'll be why they brought him back for nothing. You should have just left him dead. If they were really gonna bring Stu back, I would have him be like in the third movie. You know, the final one. You know, I would have and in the first two have some younger teenagers and then some high school or whatever the hell, you know. And then the third movie, that's when he freaking goes on his own killing spree like Roman, you know. But it's just too obvious for it to be Stu, bro. It's too obvious. It's too obvious. And then the whole AI thing they're talking about, you know. I do know one thing though. There is one killer alive for sure. There is one killer that survived for sure a previous massacre. There is, because they're hinting at it. We're gonna go over all that right now. We're gonna go over all that right now. Matthew Lillard. Oh yeah, it's Henry Wills. Wills. It's what Henry Will said to Charlotte. Oh, I forgot Apple Ricky because I don't think I was paying attention to that during the movie in the first movie. Cloudnum says fingers crossed. But yeah, it sounds great, Apple Ricky. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see what you pull off with your Five Nights at Freddy fan film. Sounds interesting. Cloudnum says fingers crossed. Yeah. Yeah, man, but yeah, I don't honestly like think it's Stu. I don't think it's Stu. Like I said, I read a spoiler, but you know, a lot of spoilers come out and they could be wrong. And I heard they're releasing fake spoiler endings, so like the ending won't be spoiled. So you know, but yeah, like honestly, if it was up to me, because I don't know if the spoilers are true or not. You know, I haven't seen the movie. Obviously, I'm nobody. You know, but like honestly, if it was up to me, like I said, I would keep Stu for the finale. Maybe show him in the second one, but not reveal him or something, you know, just like, but not waste him off from the freaking first movie. We bring him back in like 30 years, you know. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. Cloudnoun says fingers crossed. Yeah, man. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Let me see what else I could find. Try to find some more news right here. Trying to find some more new Scream 7 Legacy TV spot. Yeah, that's what everyone's talking about right now. Scream 7 exclusive final poster reveal. Let me see. Is this the one? There was other ones? I wasn't paying attention to the other posters. Which ones did I miss? Cloudnoun says, kind of have him be like Darth Vader, controlling all the killers like this troops. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, basically. Yeah, like that, right? Pretty much. Yeah, I mean, might as well have the cult, you know? Might as well have the Ghostface cult, bro. Might as well have the Ghostface cult at that point, you know? Because then it'll be easier and more justifiable why, like, how he's able to, like, how he's able to get people to do his bidding for him, you know? Might as well just have the cult, because if it's just random, like, nah, at this point, just have the cult. Boricus says, I'm filming this at Chuck E. Cheese, then in my garage, and then inside an arcade. That's awesome. Hell yeah. That's awesome. How are you going to film at Chuck E. Cheese? Are you going to go, like, are you going to try to, like, get scenes, like, when you go with your family to eat and try to sneak a scene right there? It's interesting. At an arcade, it should be easier because everyone's right there just playing games, and you could be on your phone and stuff. Probably at Chuck E. Cheese too as well. Just go to the arcade section on Chuck E. Cheese then. Yeah, totally, bro. Yeah, the Ghostfaces could just be like Stu's assassins at this point, you know? Basically, pretty much. Let me see. I'm trying to find more little articles, more news, please. Nedrist, Scream 7, latest clip. Scream 7, latest clip. Listen up, guys. Scream 7 is back with new footage that teases more slicing, dicing, and linking to the franchise's 30-year legacy. The clip says that every phone call and killer have all led to this moment that we will see in this sequel. One notable part of the newest look into Scream 7 is that someone is in Fallbrook Psychiatric Hospital. Yeah, you see, someone survived, bro. Someone survived. That someone is in Fallbrook Psychiatric Hospital, and they are drawing some really weird pictures. Yeah. So yeah, the in the new trailer, you see all these weird drawings on a wall, like plastered on a wall, like these sketches, And Richie, remember guys, Richie was the sketching guy. Let me see what Apple Ricky says. I'm going to a Chuck E. Cheese at night when it's raining to film Charlotte Emily's death outside in the rain with in the rain. Okay, that sounds cool. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Awesome. I hope it comes out awesome, Apple Ricky. Cloudnote says Stu with brain damage, maybe, or a scarred up face. All right, let me continue reading this. All right, let me see, where were we? Okay, so we say they are drawing some really weird pictures. So a lot of people are theorizing that it could be Jill, guys. A lot of people are theorizing that this person in the psychiatric hospital could probably be Jill Roberts. A lot of people are theorizing that it could probably be Jill Roberts because, like, I don't know, I just picture Jill kind of making weird sketches like that, with her long brown or black hair, pale skin, maybe dark eye circles under. So yeah, a lot of people are theorizing it could either be Jill or Stu. But I don't know. I think Stu's probably actually dead, honestly, dude. I think Stu's honestly dead, and he's just gonna be coming back digitally, maybe. But honestly, like I think it's more possible for Jill, bro. I think it's a more possibility if Jill survives, if it's Jill, Cloudnote says, is Emma Roberts a cast member? She's not. But remember during Scream 6, they were saying that she was supposedly a cast member as well. She's not a cast member, but there's a heavy rumors of her being involved, bro. Emma Roberts, dude, yeah, Cloudnom. So like there is, she's not a cast member, but there is heavy rumors, and I mean heavy rumors that she might be involved. You know what I mean? And that spoiler I read was only spoiling the ending of the film. It wasn't spoiling any other part of the movie, honestly. The spoiler I read was honestly just spoiling the ending of the film, the killer reveals. But it didn't spoil anything from the beginning, the opening, the middle, none of that, none of that. It didn't spoil none of that. It just spoiled the ending, the killer reveals, that's all. Lee Marvin says, hey, guess today at school in history class, I fell asleep and my history teacher yelled at me to wake up, including my friend. Ha! That's pretty funny, Lee Marvin. I used to do that all the time, bro. I didn't even graduate myself. I used to just go to school just to talk to the girls or something, But yeah, I used to get that a lot, or sent to detention, or I'll just be in the auditorium just playing the guitar sometimes, and I didn't want to be in class. Lee Marvin said, hi, what's up, Lee Marvin? How you doing? Glad to see you here on the channel. Another episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays. Today's episode 58. Today is our Scream 7, Scream 8, Scream. This is our road to Scream 7. Like I told you guys, it was about to start getting really Scream here on the channel, Hey, Lee Marvin, please smash a thumbs up. Yeah, man, get us up to 26. Please, bro. Please get us up to 26 so more people could join this live stream. Apple Ricky says, it will have Charlotte, Emily death to Springlock and Henry's message to Charlotte. That's awesome, Apple Ricky. Will it be gory? Apple Ricky says, that fake blood spray. Awesome. Okay, awesome. Right when I ask. All right, let me continue with this article. So yeah, we also hear Ghostface's voice, who notes that Tatum is around the same age that Sydney was when the original murders happened. It's pretty clear that whoever is behind this wants history to repeat itself, and that they are from Woodsboro and have been planning this for a long time. Of course, the idea of someone being locked away in a psychiatric hospital is fueling the long-standing theory that Stu is actually alive. You see? I don't think it's Stu, bro. You see? That shot in the... Oh, yeah, you can't really see it here, huh? Klobnom says, how do you feel about MTV Scream Season 3? I liked all the Scream TV series. I liked all 3 seasons. I actually loved Season 3. Because they brought back the regular Ghostface mask. They had a Party City robe like the one I'm wearing, like this, They it was basically Scream in the Hood, huh, Junior?
What?
Scream season 3.
Oh yeah.
Scream season 3 was basically Scream in the Hood, which is something they actually gotta do more often. I grew up in the hood. Kind of so and so. I grew up kind of like in a hood. It was more active back before I was born, but yeah, yeah, they actually that would work. It's like you ever seen Leprechaun in the Hood and stuff like that. Like Scream in the Hood would work really good, and that's what Scream season 3 was pretty much to me. It was like just Scream in the
Especially
Hood.
because in the hood, there's already killings on a
Well, that's
day-to-day
what I mean.
basis.
Yeah, that's what the show talked about. His brother was a drug dealer.
Yeah.
Who freaking Tyga? Yeah,
Yeah.
Tyga was in that show. Club now. Tyga was in the show. Yeah, fool, we should watch Scream season 3 again.
But that shit ain't on streaming.
Ah, they took it off Netflix and all that. Apple Ricky. Oh yeah, because Paramount bought all that stuff back. Apple Ricky said, "Imagine a S grenade in the classroom. Damn, bro, I farted in my classroom before growing up, but not an S grenade." Cloud9 says, "That's what I was about to say." Yeah, bro. Season 3 was basically Scream in the Hood,
Is he talking about fart bombs?
taking a dump.
Oh no.
Yeah, dude, it was basically Scream in the Hood, right? Yeah, freaking Dion's brother, Tyga. I forgot his brother's character's name, but freaking Tyga, you know? It's just a rapper playing some guy. It's not even real, you know? But yeah, Tyga's like, Tyga ends up being the killer, you know? Him and the goth chick, Beth, she was hot.
It was Tyga basically playing himself.
Yeah. I know, he's all killing everybody, yet he still gets killed. Cloud9 says, S grenade would be worse than Columbine. Oh man, I don't know, bro. I think I'd rather take the S grenade than Columbine. That's too crazy. But yeah, let me continue with this article, guys. This is a Scream 7 article. The person does suggest that they had an actual. Okay. So yeah, so everyone's tripping about the everyone's tripping about this. Look. Everyone's tripping about this, guys. Look, everyone's tripping about this. The psychiatric hospital. The psychiatric hospital shot in the trailer. Everyone's tripping about this. Everyone thinks it's either Stu there or a possibility that it could be Jill as well. This person does suggest that they had an actual relationship with Sydney at some point. I'm sorry, but I still do not buy that at all. For all we know, that person could simply be playing with Sydney's head and lying. You see, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. It like it can't be Stu. This person could easily be someone that Sydney went to high school with who continues to be obsessed with the murders. Maybe Stu's sister, Leslie Mocker, who lost her own son in the 5th film, could be involved. It could also be a group of killers who are Stu and Billy devotees. Devotees? Wait, hold on. It could also be a group of killers who are Stu and Billy devotees. We will see when Scream 7 hits theaters on February 27th. Well, basically, the Billy and Stu devotees, they already kind of did it in Scream 5 and Scream 6. You know, even Quinn says Stu Marker, he was my favorite. You know, even she says that. So I think they already kind of did that in Scream 5 and Scream 6 because Amber and Richie were both trying to recreate the '96 movie as well, kind of.
Someone has to come back.
In a modern sense, you know what I thought when I saw the new trailer with the drawings. Like inside me, I thought, dude, what if Richie's back? Because he was the one in Scream 6 who made all the drawings.
Richie, the one
Yeah.
that got shot in the head?
It's Scream 6.
Oh,
he got
the one
stabbed
that
by,
got stabbed.
by Melissa Barrera,
Oh,
Sam.
shit.
Yeah,
So
because he was the one, remember in Scream 6, all those drawings
Oh,
he would.
yeah.
But then I was like, nah, it can't be Richie. It can't, because that was straight, like, got killed. He got shot through the neck, up through his head, up dead.
Through the neck?
Yeah, you didn't see when he gets shot in Scream 5, he gets shot through the neck, up
Oh,
throughout the head. That's straight dead. Amber, she got her head popped off, and plus she looks too scarred up and too ugly. I don't even think that would work, you know? Way too crazy looking. So yeah, there's people saying that it could be Jill. It could be Jill. It could be Jill Roberts. It could be Jill Roberts.
Jill Roberts and probably some other fool that's in the cellar or some
So,
shit.
Jill, a lot of people are saying it's Jill, bro. A lot of people think it's Jill. Well, and there's another spoiler. There's another spoiler that I heard about Scream 7. There's another spoiler that supposedly in Scream 7 that there's gonna be some. Hold on, let me put that back. Okay, so yeah, hold on, let me see. Apple Ricky says just a grenade full of S and someone threw it. Imagine what that'd be nasty, bro. Imagine that'd be gross. That smell gross. Apple Ricky says, I kind of picture Stu in a coma. I kind of picture him dead still, or yeah, like in a coma, huh? Yeah, that's basically dead in a way. Yeah, I don't think he's alive like that. Honestly, and there's another rumor I heard about Scream 7. Well, I don't. I mean, I think it's a rumor because a lot of spoilers are coming out. A lot of spoilers are coming out, and I heard that supposedly that there is gonna be some there's gonna be some mental patient. There's going to be a mental patient in the Fallbrook Psychiatric Hospital, and there's going to be a mental patient, I guess, that escapes from the hospital, kind of like Halloween. You know, that's on par with like Halloween right there. Klobnom says, "I'm happy with the killer reveals in Scream One. I'd rather them not touch it if they kill him off again." Yeah, that was great, right? That's what I mean. It'll just ruin the killer reveal in Scream One. Hey, but Klobnom, listen up. Listen up. I also heard another rumor that supposedly in Scream 7, there's three killers. There's three killers in Scream 7. There's three killers. So two are the main Ghostface that are a team, right? There's the two that are a team, and there's gonna be like a rogue one. So I have and then there's a rumor that there's a mental patient that escapes from the Fallbrook Psychiatric Hospital, kind of like some Halloween stuff, right? So I'm thinking that if there's three ghost faces, there's two ghost faces that are working as a team, and there's a rogue one that escapes from the hospital. Because there's also rumors that supposedly there's an early ghost face reveal. Supposedly there's an early ghost face reveal in Scream 7. Supposedly there's an early ghost face reveal, and they're saying that could be the patient that escapes from the psychiatric ward, and he goes on his own rogue killing spree. I'm thinking it could be like an obsessed fan or someone from the past. You get me?
Or Jill sends them.
Or that's what I mean. That's what I mean. But there's someone, because they're saying there's an early Ghostface reveal in Scream 7, and that could tie up with a supposed psychiatric patient that escapes from Fallbrook, kind of like Halloween. So yeah. So there's heavy rumors that there's going to be a rogue Ghostface, but he gets killed off early in the movie. So like I said, an early Ghostface reveal. There's even pictures, movie stills that came out. It's a shot of Sydney, well, Nev Campbell as Sydney, and she's outside like her neighborhood or wherever she lives, and right there in the cul-de-sac, and you see like freaking ambulances in the back with the lights shining, and then you see like a body bag on the floor with like a tarp over it. They're saying that's an early Ghostface reveal. They're saying Gail runs one over. So that's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. But yeah, you know what? We kind of do need like at least three ghost faces in a Scream movie, because it gets kind of boring with just two. So yeah, that's gonna be crazy, dude. Let me see. Cloudnom says kind of like Scream 3. Yeah, like in Scream 3 as well. I love Scream 3. Apple Ricky says, my mom took me and my brother to Home Depot when I had 5 years old, and I had to go to the bathroom. I saw a toilet and pulled my pants down and sat on my brother and was laughing, and my mom turned around. Damn, you sat on the toilet? That's wild. Did your mom get a ticket? Apple Ricky says she saw it and cries. Damn, I would be pissed off too. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up right there, guys. Let's keep smashing that thumbs up right there, please. So more people could join us here on the live stream. Let's get it up to 26, guys, please. Let me see what else. 30 years later, Ghostface targets Sidney Prescott's daughter. Oh, this is another cool shot from Scream 7, guys. Check it out. Look at that. Isabel May, she's cute, dude. And Ghostface right behind her. That looks crazy. That looks cool. That looks like a cool shot. That's a badass shot right there. Yeah, it looks sick. He kind of looks like, I don't know, all these ghost faces in Scream 5, they all just look the same. The robe isn't as sparkly in these new Scream movies. It's kind of sparkly in Scream 6 a bit, but not as much either. They're not, the robes in these new movies, Scream 5, Scream 6, Scream 7, they're not so sparkly as like the OG Scream movies. They almost look like a Party City robe. But yeah, 30 years later, Ghostface targets Sidney Prescott's daughter in a new Scream 7 teaser. Let me see. Apple Ricky. Oh, man, my bad. Apple Ricky says, she saw it and cried. Okay, we already read that. Cloudnom says the mask looks like a 2011 EU. Which one? The oh, okay. Let me see. The scream. The screen. Oh, this shot I just showed. Yeah, it kind of does. It kind of does. It has the, yeah, it does kind of, right? Because I remember in 2011 when Scream 4 came out, they had like a kind of like a longer mouth, huh? The EUs back then, they had a pretty long mouth. Yeah, yeah, it looks great, bro. Ghostface always looks great, but I really like the new look they got now.
The longer mouth.
No, the new look of the robe. It's not so sparkly like in the older movies.
Well, it's all dark.
Yeah, it's more darker, so it looks more. Because in Scream 5, they didn't even make Ghostface costumes anymore in the movie universe. So Amber and Richie had to stitch together their own robes, and Richie was like 6 foot some shit, and Amber was like freaking like 5'6", 5'4" or something, you know. So they each had to stitch their own robe, probably, you know. And I don't know where they got the masks. They probably got them from some eBay people that still had them around or something, you know. By Scream 6, they just, were using in the movie, they were using the actual robes from the real sprees, you know. Cloudnote says, kind of like the beginning of Scream 5. Yeah, in Scream 5, they did use a few EUs from 2011. They also used a few EUs from the Scream, the TV series, Season 3 as well. Yeah, Cloudnote says the shininess. Yeah, yeah. These new robes, like I'm talking about, these new robes. Scream 5, Scream 6, Scream 7. They're not as shiny, right? Ghostface looks a little more like a shadow like a shadow in the background now. Look, let's see that shot again. Look, you see that? Back in the day, you would have seen the sparkliness, you know, in West Craven, Scream 1, Scream 2, Scream 3, Scream 4. You would have seen the sparkly, super sparkled up robe, huh? Now he just looks like a shadow. It looks like a Party City robe. Which looks great in my opinion. Which looks great. All right, let's continue. So yeah, Neve Campbell, Sidney Prescott was the main protagonist of 1996's Scream. Now, 30 years later, Ghostface is returning to menace her daughter in this new teaser for the upcoming Scream 7. The teaser recaps the events of the original Scream, in which Sidney and her friends are hunted down by their own companions, by Sidney's boyfriend Billy Skidoric and his partner Stu Macher, who take on the shared identity of the Ghostface killer. Let me see what else. When a new Ghostface killer emerges in the quiet town where Sidney Prescott, Neve Campbell, has built a new life, her darkest fears are realized as her daughter, Isabel May, becomes the next target. Reads the Paramount official synopsis of Scream 7. Determined to protect her family, Sidney must face the horrors of her past and put an end to the bloodshed once and for all. That's crazy. Hell yeah. Cloudnom says, I assume because they no longer need a sparkle since they have better cameras. You think so? You think, oh, well, yeah. You know what? You're right. Cloudnom, you're right. Because I remember watching a documentary, a Scream documentary, back like, let me get my charger, guys. Back like, I don't know, I think it was the making of Scream 1996, to be totally honest. I think I was watching a documentary of the making of Scream 1996, and I don't know who said this, but someone on the production said that they added the sparkles to the Ghostface robe because they didn't want Ghostface just looking like a shadow in the background. You get me? So back in the day, since everything was shot on film, all you were gonna see was just the mask floating, you know. All you were gonna see was just the just the white mask floating, you know, and floating in thin air because of the black costume. So they added the sparkles so you could tell that it was a costume and a person in a costume, you know, story wise. So yeah, Cloudnom. But now since we have like digital cameras and stuff, and digital cameras, like they work pretty good in some low lighting, dude. I've shot on iPhones, obviously, you know, and stuff like that, and I've shot Scream fan films, and it looks pretty good. So yeah, I get what you're saying though, Cloudnom, totally. So yeah, Scream 7, okay, we already read that. So yeah, bro, Ghostface is coming. It just came back, man. He's returning. What else do they got? Scream 7 promo looks back at the past. Fear hits Scream 7 poster releasing. Oh, yeah. This is also something I wanted to read about. This is all Fear hits home. BloodyDisgusting.com, guys. BloodyDisgusting.com. Fear hits home on Scream 7 poster releasing in IMAX and 4DX. Hell yeah. I'm definitely gonna go see Scream 7 in IMAX. Definitely. I usually roll my eyes at Floating Head movie poster, but it feels right for Scream 7. Just what I was saying. It looks like the Star Wars Episode 3 poster. Aboreki says, you have a favorite Five Nights at Freddy's song? I don't know. Not really. I mean, I'm not too sure, Aboreki. Like, I like Five Nights at Freddy's, but I like it mainly because my little sister likes it, and I'll watch it with her. But I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite song, though. I don't know if I have a favorite song, Aboreki. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. Right here, someone is already complaining kind of about the poster because it's a floating head poster. Usually I roll my eyes at floating head movie posters, but it feels right for Scream 7. After all, the original Scream was largely responsible for popularizing the trend in the 90s. The artwork also confirms that the film will be released in IMAX, Dolby Cinema, 4XD, and other premium large formats when it opens on February 27th via Paramount. The latest installment in the slasher saga is directed by Kevin Williamson, writer of Scream 2, Scream 2, and Scream 4. From a script by Guy Busick, Scream 2022, and Scream 6. When a new Ghostface killer emerges in the quiet town of where Sidney Prescott has built a new life, her darkest fears are realized as her daughter becomes the next target. Determined to protect her family, Sidney must face the horrors of her past to put an end to the bloodshed and once and for all. Awesome. So yeah, we already saw the poster. I already showed that. Let's see what else. What else they got going on? What else they got going on with Scream 7? Come on, go back to the news. Go back to the news. Full coverage. Let me see. Apple Ricky says, I have a few favorite. Follow me. It's been so long. The puppet song, Stuck Inside, Die, and a Fire in the OG. Okay, the puppet one is kind of funny. The puppet song is kind of funny. That's awesome, Apple Ricky. Look, here's another awesome image of Ghostface. Another awesome image of Ghostface. Look at that. He looks awesome, bro. He looks like kind of like in the lighting, it looks kind of like Scream 5. It kind of looks like Scream 5 when he's attacking Tara in this lighting right here. It looks a lot like Scream 5. Looks a lot like Scream 5 to me right here when he's attacking Tara. Let me see. Aporeki says, hold on. GG Stranger Things says, what's up? What's up, GG Stranger Things? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays. Today's episode 58. Today is our Scream 7, what is it called? Our Scream Road to Scream 7 live stream. Please smash the thumbs up. Yeah, GG Stranger Things. Please smash the thumbs up. Get us up to 26, please, so more people can join us here on the live, please. Apariki says, have you seen Capybara? I think maybe. I need to check it out right now. The Mighty Sparrow says, hey, Frank, what's up, Mighty Sparrow? How you doing? How you doing? Glad to see you here on another episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays. Today's our Road to Scream 7 live stream, bro. Please smash the thumbs up, yeah? Mighty Sparrow, please smash the thumbs up so more people can join us here on the channel. I was just showing people some movie stills from the new Scream 7. It looks awesome. It looks awesome. I can't wait to watch it. Also got my mask with me as well. Look at that. Does anyone like this mask? It's my aged Billy Loomis Scream 6 Ghostface mask. I love how this mask looks, bro. Look at that. It looks like a Gen 1 right there. It looks like a Gen 1 mask right there. Look at that. It looks like a Gen 1 mask right there. It looks like a Gen 1 mask. It looks awesome, right? It looks... All right, guys, should we start breaking down the trailer? I think I'm going to break down the trailer. I got to turn the volume out. The Mighty Sparrow says, when Scream 7 coming out? Scream 7 is coming out February 27th, 2026. So February 27th, 2026, Scream 7 will be hitting theaters. I will be there opening night. Hopefully I get to go in a group of friends. The Mighty Sparrow says, have you seen Weapons? I have not seen Weapons yet. I have not seen Weapons yet. I am sorry, Mighty Sparrow. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I have not seen Weapons yet, bro. My bad. My bad. My bad, bro. My bad. All right, cool. So we're about to break down the Scream 7 teaser trailer or trailer, whatever you want to call it. People are calling it a teaser. People are calling it a trailer. I don't know what to call it anymore. I'm just gonna call it a preview. That's what we used to we used to call trailers previews back in the 90s, actually. Like, yeah, the word trailer was still around, but a lot of people still call them previews. The Mighty Sparrow says, ooh, good, watch it. Yes, I am going to be watching Scream 7. Hell yeah, I'm going to enjoy this movie as well, bro. Hell yeah. So, yeah, we're going to break down the trailer, guys. Oh, I think I'm going to have to take the background off for now, though. All right, cool. Let's keep it like that for now. I'll put let me turn on my light quickly, though, guys. I got my robe on. Look, got my ghost face robe on. Got my ghost face robe on. I got my ghost face robe on, guys. Look at this. Come on. I'm trying to fix this thing right here. Alright, cool. Here we go, finally. Alright, cool. I got my robe on, like I said. Alright. Let's keep smashing that thumbs up right there. Guys, let's keep smashing that thumbs up. But yeah, hey, so Mighty Sparrow, are you ready for Scream 7 or what? Are you ready for Scream 7? Are you ready for Scream 7? So yeah, check it out, guys. So the trailer, let me see, let's start. So it starts off with just a bunch of clips and shots from the original movies, the first like 3 movies, I think. Scream 1, Scream 2, Scream 3, Scream 6, I don't even think they showed Scream 5. And here we go. That's the first shot. Let me turn up the brightness a bit. Okay, the brightness is all the way up. So definitely Joe McHale, Mark, whatever his name is, this fake ass Mark Kincaid. This guy's gonna die. This guy's gonna die for sure. Look at that. That's just screams I'm gonna die. That just screams I'm gonna die right there. And you even see him dying. You see him getting stabbed. Look at that. Ghostface, yeah. They give a lot away in the trailers nowadays. You see his blood, he's all screaming. But I like how the death is pretty brutal. They put the plastic bag over his face, start stabbing him. Bam. Look at that, guys. Fallbrook, guys. Remember that. The psychiatric hospital. So yeah, a lot of people are theorizing that Jill could possibly be alive. A lot of people think it's Jill or Stu. Those are the main candidates. A lot of people think it's either Jill or Stu that are in that psychiatric hospital right there. A lot of people think it's either Jill or Stu. So and there's also rumors, like I said earlier, there's also rumors that supposedly a patient escapes from here. And there's also a early Ghostface reveal. So I don't know, man. To me, that could possibly mean that some psychiatric person in the ward right here is either obsessed with Scream and Ghostface, or it's either someone that we know from the past and they go on their own spree and they end up getting killed early in the movie. You know, that's what I feel right here with this. Let me see what else. And then the drawings. A lot of people saying this could be Jill, because these drawings do look like something like what a girl would draw, you know? Maybe like a self-portrait of herself and stuff like that. It could be Stu as well. And then remember Richie was a drawing guy as well, but his art style was way different than this. This is more like sketches, like with Cole and stuff. So yeah, there's Sydney. Yeah, so I'm thinking at some point when the murders start in Scream 7, Sydney and Gail, pretty much probably Sydney and Gail at this point, they're a team now. They go and they're investigating the murders and who could be doing this, and something leads them to that psychiatric hospital. Something leads them there, you know? And that's where we get to see who either is still alive or who could help them figure this out, you know? So yeah, here we go. There's a cool shot of Ghostface wiping his knife. Before we get to that. There we go. Look at that. The cool shot of Ghostface wiping his knife. Poreki says, "What would you do if you were on a Small World ride, Disneyland, and you saw the guy who took his clothes off, and worse, you were with Jaylene? I would beat him up, Poreki. I would beat him up. I would beat him up. I would beat him up." Surya Khan says, "Hi there. What's up, Surya Khan? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome again to the channel. Another episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays. Today's episode 58. Hell yeah, Surya Khan. We're talking about Scream 7. How are you doing? How are you, brother? I'm doing great, Surya Khan. I am doing great. We are just here on the channel doing my Scream 7, my Road to Scream 7 live stream. Please smash the thumbs up. Yeah, Surya Khan? Please smash the thumbs up so more people could join us here in the live stream. Please get us up to 27, Surya Khan, please. Thank you for joining us here. And yeah, here's another cool shot of Ghostface wiping his knife. Bam. And then obviously they're trying to recreate, like kind of like Halloween, Surya Khan says, "I was watching Angst yesterday." That's awesome, Surya Khan. That's awesome. Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it? But yeah, right here they're trying to recreate like Halloween, when Laurie and Linda and Annie are all walking home or to school. It looks like they're going to school because it looks like a cloudy, gloomy day, or it looks like the morning, but it could also be after school. No, actually, I think I think they're on their way to school because right here, what is Tatum? She's running to catch them up, so I'm thinking they're walking to school. So yeah, right there, they're doing the Halloween thing. Here we go. Here's another cool shot of Ghostface tapping the wall. This is a cool scene. He's trying to find, he's trying to see where inside the walls they're hiding. I guess Sydney's got like a panic room type thing in her house. Yeah, you see, they're in the walls and stuff right there. There's gonna be an interesting scene. It's gonna be probably like the scene in Scream 2 where Gale and Ghostface, doing the whole domino thing on the wall. But it also reminds me of another movie. This also reminds me of another movie. It reminds me of Rob Zombie's Halloween. This scene right here, I knew when I first saw this scene in the first trailer, I was like, there's something familiar about this scene. It reminds me of Rob Zombie's Halloween when Michael is trying to get Laurie out through the wall. Remember? In Rob Zombie's Halloween? When Michael's all punching the wall when Laurie's hiding inside the attic. Yeah, it reminds me of Rob Zombie's Halloween when Michael's punching through the wall trying to get Laurie. Even like the same lighting style and everything. So yeah, let's continue. Oh, hold on, we got some messages here. Surya Khan says, "Yes, awesome, Surya Khan. Glad to see that you enjoyed the film." Mackie Castaneda says, "Damn, that's cool, right? It's going to be a sick movie." Cloud9 says, "Well, what if they see Ghostface behind the bush? That'll be awesome, too. Ghostface would hide behind there. Ghostface sometimes hides in the most obvious places." Surya Khan says, "Did you watch Tokyo Gore Police?" No, I haven't, Surya Khan. I have not. Surya Khan says, "Say freaking Japanese gore." Oh, dude, I got to check that out eventually. What is it called? Tokyo Gore Police. I gotta check that out. That's an easy name to remember. But yeah, right here, like I said, this also reminds me of Rob Zombie's Halloween as well. When he's trying to get Laurie. Yeah, right here, Ghostface. And this is a cool shot right here. I like this shot right here. How the camera's turning. You know what that shot reminds me of? This shot right here reminds me of this shot right here. You see how the camera's panning and turning? It reminds me of the shot in Scream 5 when Tara picks up the phone and the camera turns and pans like that as well. So yeah, this shot right here, like I said, reminds me of Scream 5 when Tara picks up the phone and then the camera is turning and panning as well like that to the side. Yeah, awesome. So to me, they're probably using a lot of the same cinematographers from the last two. And we go another close-up of Sydney with some coverage. She's right there, probably most likely talking to Ghostface because, she sounds pissed. This is probably my favorite shot of the movie so far. From what we've seen so far, this is like my favorite shot of the movie right now. Ghostface just looks awesome right here, bro. He looks awesome. You know what this kind of reminds me? It kind of reminds me of Scream 5 when what's it called? When Ghostface is just popping up behind what is it called? What's his name? Vince Mocker. Remember the scene when Vince Mocker gets killed and he gets stabbed through the neck? Remember how Ghostface just pops up behind him In Scream 5, this is what this scene reminds me of. How Ghostface is just rising behind the Tatum. It reminds me of what's his name? Vince Mocker. It reminds me of Vince Mocker's death scene in Scream 5 because it's shot in a similar way, in a wide, kind of like a wide shot, almost a cowboy shot kind of, and Ghostface rising behind them. And then he gets stabbed in the neck. But I don't think she gets stabbed. And if she does, it's probably somewhere where she won't die. So yeah. But she probably will get attacked though. She's already running from him, or one of them. So right here we see Sidney enter the house right here. I think this might be towards the, or this might be I don't know. This could probably be during when her and Tatum are being attacked by Ghostface in the wall. I think Sidney ends up saving Tatum from an attack down at their coffee shop, and then later they both end up at the house. I think they. No, wait. It's confusing though, right? But I think. Let me see. I think Tatum makes her way home from the coffee shop and survives on her own, and then Sidney also finds and Sidney also finds her later on at the house as well. So they're both separate. They're both separate, and Isabel May's character, she runs to the house first, and then Sidney later goes to the house as well. Remember, because there's also a scene in the other trailer where she's watching through the cameras, and Isabel May shoots Ghostface. You see? Look at that. I think she runs home. Supposedly, right here, there's a rumor. Look, check this out, guys. There's a rumor. You guys see this scene right here? Surya Khan says, Klobnom says, Surya Khan says, that heavy metal rock artist Rob Zombie. Yes, he's awesome. Poreki says, what if we remade the scene where the father Damien jumps out the window after he possessed by Pazuzu? That would be cool. That would be cool. Poreki, do it. Klobnom says, he looks like a hanging costume. Yeah, it does. It looks crazier. Surya Khan says he growls. That's awesome. I got to check that movie out. Surya Khan says, did you ever happen to attend the Rob Zombie concert? No, unfortunately, no. I've never seen Rob Zombie live. I've only heard his music growing up and stuff. Poreki says, your sister reminds me of Jamie Lloyd, Wednesday Addams, Samara from The Ring, and Charlotte, Emily. Yeah, dude. Now, my little sister could play a variety of characters, bro. A variety of characters. My little sister reminds me of the original Wednesday Addams. Hey, yeah, but guys, back to Scream 7. No, check it out. My bad, guys. But there's a big rumor. There's a heavy rumor saying that there's supposedly a flashback in Scream 7. There's supposedly a flashback to Scream 7 to Maureen Prescott's death. And supposedly, someone was saying in another video yesterday that supposedly because of the back right here, you see the wall, it's like flower style. Supposedly that's like a vintage style wall decoration. And I kind of do remember that. Yeah, there was wallpaper back in the 90s with like flowers and stuff like that. So people are saying that this could be the flashback to Maureen Prescott's death. I've always wanted to see Maureen Prescott's death, but I never got the implication that they used the Ghostface costume on her. I always felt like Billy and Stu just killed her with their regular clothes on, pretty much, you know. Because what's it called in Scream 1? They said that they saw Cotton Weary. They saw someone leaving wearing Cotton Weary's jacket, and then Billy Loomis and Cotton Weary had like the same kind of hairstyle at that time, you know. So, you know, I wonder how they're gonna pull that off. But they're saying this could be a flashback to Scream 96 because of the vintage-looking wallpaper in the back right there. So that would be interesting if it is. That would be really interesting. I've always wanted to see Maureen Prescott's death. I've always wanted to see her death scene. Let me see what I missed right here. The Mighty Sparrow says, who's Rob Zombie? Rob Zombie, the musician / director, bro. Rob Zombie, the musician / director. The Mighty Sparrow says, is Sidney dead? She is not dead, but I don't know. I don't think she's going to die. They're probably going to let her live still, like Laurie Strode in Halloween Ends. But supposedly Scream 8 is gonna be more Tatum centered supposedly, but we'll see. We'll get into that right now. Clownum says they gotta use a Gen 1 for the flashback. Yeah, they do, bro, because they missed out using a Gen 1 on Scream 6, bro, for the aged masks. Billy Loomis's mask. What's it called? Stu's mask. Those were Gen 1s. What's it called? I think Mickey Altieri and Nancy Loomis, Billy's mom, I think their masks were Gen 2s. But Billy's mask and Stu's mask definitely were Gen 1s. Mine kind of looks like a Gen 1, like squeezed like this. Like when I squeeze it, kind of looks Gen 1-ish. Yeah, the Gen 1s look scarier because they had a scarier face. But yeah, you're right, Klobnom 7. They got to use the Gen 1 for the flashback. The Mighty Sparrow says, in Scream timeline. In Scream timeline. No, Sydney is alive and well still, bro. In Scream timeline, Sydney is alive and well still. She is still alive up to Scream 7 as far as we know. You know? Surya Khan says, did you have a haircut? Yes, I did get a haircut, Surya Khan. I was starting to get really hot with my hair growing up to my eyes already. Surya Khan says, looking good. Thank you so much, Surya Khan. I appreciate your generosity. The Mighty Sparrow says, is Rob Zombie his real name? No, his name is... Hey, Rob Zombie's real name is not Rob Zombie, obviously. His real name is worse. You want to know his real name? Hey, Mighty Sparrow, you want to know his real name? His real name is Robert Cummings. Dude, Rob Zombie's real name is Robert Cummings. Why do you think he changed his name to Zombie? I would. If my last name was Cummings. Surya Khan says, any news on spoof movie like Scary Movie? Yes, I will get into that as well right now. Let me just finish for Scream. Scream 7. Aboriki says, when I'm 18, I'd want to live where Children of the Corn was filmed at Gatlin. That'd be awesome. Yeah, that looks like a nice location, right? Away from the city and all that. So yeah, guys, Klobnum, apparently this is supposedly, quote unquote, that this is a flashback to Scream 96. If it is, they got to use that Gen 1, though. Yeah, let's continue. So, yeah, right here, look who we got. Look who we got. We got Chad Meeks Martin and his sister. We got Chad Meeks Martin and his sister. That's awesome. So, there is a lot of heavy rumors that one of these two might not make it. I don't know who yet. There is rumors that it's either going to be Chad or it's either going to be Mindy. That's what I've heard. Those are the rumors I've heard so far, that it's either going to be Chad or Mindy that are goners. I heard one rumor that supposedly Chad is like going to get stabbed or something and fall off a balcony and crawl to the street. That's pretty brutal if that's true. Also, supposedly that he's going to be like the new Joel in a way or something like that, helping Gale, both of them. Mindy, I also heard a rumor that Mindy might be dying as well. You know, but they're just rumors. I don't know. They're just rumors, bro. There's a lot of rumors going around. But yeah, that she might be dying as well. How? I don't know. But they're just rumors, you know. Let me see. Aporeki says, oh, I already read that. Cloudnob says, wait, they're having core 4 characters back? Yes, bro. They are having core 4 characters back. Mindy and Chad apparently are going to be helping Gale or something like that, you know? Apparently, they're going to be helping Gale Weathers with her news reporting and stuff. I don't know how they got involved with that. In my opinion, they should have just brought back the actor that played Joel. He was cool, bro. What was his name again? I forgot his name, but that actor was funny, bro. He was a cool guy as well. He came out in a lot of 90s stuff as well and early 2000s stuff. But yeah, they should have brought back the original Joel, bro. Get him paid, you know, the actor and stuff. Get him in the zeitgeist again. But yeah, I don't mind Mindy and Chad. Because they're our only connection to the Core 4 now. Because obviously Jenna Ortega, Melissa Barrera are going to be in this movie. Sam and Tara. I'm pretty sure we're going to get some kind of little Easter egg to Sam and Tara, though. I'm pretty sure these two are in the movie just to, like, let us know what happened to them to some degree, you know, and where they could be at. Because they can't just gloss over them like Scream 6 and 5 didn't happen, you know. They're still in the picture, you know. So I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Mindy and Chad are gonna be like our little gateway to knowing what happened to Sam and Tara. You know, obviously they're gonna have to let us know where they're at, what they're doing. You know, like hint where they could have gone. You know, probably into hiding or something. You know, or they probably went. Well, where was her mom? What was her mom at again in Scream 5 in England or something? Maybe they went to England. I don't know. But yeah, it's cool though. Cloud9 says Mindy sucks. Bootleg Randy. I don't really care. Like yeah. In Scream 6, her monologue was kind of a little more cringy, to be honest. It was better in Scream 5. It made more sense in Scream 5, her monologue. The one in Scream 6 was just like it was literally like that monologue wasn't even for the characters. It was literally for us, the audience, you know? And it was kind of like breaking the fourth wall a little too much, you know? But yeah, I don't mind Mindy. She's an attractive woman. I'm not gonna lie. Well, what is her name? Jasmine Savoy Brown is a very attractive woman. Like I said, I'm not gonna lie. I don't mind them. It's like whatever to me. They're our only connection to the Scream 5, Scream 6 core 4, you know, so it's all good with me. I don't really care. Apple Ricky says my internet connection sucks. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, Apple Ricky. I'm sorry to hear that. Let's continue. We're almost done with the trailer. Let me see. There's a little quick clips that we missed right there. Okay, so yeah. The next clip. I'm trying to get that clip right on right there, you know, but it's hard. The next clip is one of Tatum's friends. I forgot this actress's name. I forgot her character's name as well. My bad. But yes, this is one of Tatum's friends. Another one of Tatum's friends. So yeah, Tatum has like her own little like trio. Her own little There's the 4 core. I'm gonna call them the 3 core. She has her own little like 3 core group with McKenna Grace. And I forgot this actress's name. My bad, guys. No disrespect to the actors. You know, I want to give everyone credit, but I forgot, you know. And Isabel May, you know. So they got their little trio, their little band going, you know. And pretty much, from what I can see, she's probably going to die, bro. Because this shot, a low shot like that, and then you making this gesture, yeah, that pretty much says you're in pain. That pretty much says you're getting dragged away, probably. That pretty much says you're incapacitated. You either like got stabbed somewhere where you can't really function too well, or you like rolled an ankle or something, you know? So yeah, this angle and this shot alone and this look on her face alone screams that I'm gonna die. You know, so yeah, she's probably gonna die. Not probably, but most likely. You also see like a dark cloaked like shadow right here, so that's probably most likely Ghostface dragging her away or something, you know? This probably looks like it takes place in like Sydney's coffee shop or some kind of like restaurant, because there's like, or a bar, because there's like neon lights and stuff. And I go to a lot of bars, so it looks like the lighting is a lot like that. So yeah, and then we got another quick clip. There's a lot of quick shots in this trailer, like sprinkled in really fast, so you got to be really quick to get. Yeah, so here's another shot. Here's another shot of Ghostface outside the house. To me, this blue shirt, black pants, black shoes. To me, this looks like Joe McHale's character, his fake Mark Kincaid. It looks like his chase scene starts somewhere else and ends somewhere else. So it looks like his chase scene might start outside the house. Probably someone's ringing the doorbell or someone calls them, taunting him as Ghostface. And you know how he's like some kind of freaking mall cop or something, whatever he is, a security guard. He goes outside like a conservative guy with his gun. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, he goes outside with his cop gun, and I guess he's gonna confront the Ghostfaces or Ghostface, whichever one. Probably both of them though. It's probably both Ghostfaces right here taunting him, you know. So one taunts him outside, while the other one probably waits inside, you know. So yeah, in the beginning of the trailer, you see him getting killed. Obviously, that's not a spoiler. You see him getting killed with the bag over his face, getting stabbed, you know, in some kind of like reddish, like brightly like reddish, like lit room, you know. So yeah, it looks like his death scene starts with the chase scene first, you know. So yeah, it's most likely him right there. Ghostface looks cool. To this shot looks cool as well. I like it when Ghostfaces are outside the house and they're taunting the people inside, and like they hide and then just pop out of nowhere, like in Scream 4. It kind of reminds me of Scream 4 in the beginning, where it's the fake the stab movie, and those two girls that get killed by the two ghost faces. One is outside in the porch, and one is inside the house. Jenny and Marnie. No, that's Marnie Cooper. Those are the real ones. But yeah, it reminds me of the Scream 4 scene. Kind of lit the same almost in the porch. In the Scream 4 scene when the girls are getting texted by the Channing Tatum ghost face. Yeah. So yeah, it looks interesting. And then we get a ghost face with fire. There is a ghost face and there's fire behind them, and he's swinging his knife at someone. So go. Oh no, it's a chandelier. It's the chandelier. It looks like a fire though. There's a lot of fire theming in this movie. But yeah, this is obviously in the Stu Macher house. Obviously, the Ghostface Stu Macher house is now a Airbnb type museum hotel type thing, you know. So in the other trailer, it shows this couple going to stay at the Airbnb, blah blah blah, and they get attacked. And there's a scene in the first trailer where the blonde woman is hanging on to the chandelier before she falls on Ghostface, who's back down on the floor, and then he like pops up with his knife up. So yeah, this is just more filler to that scene right there. It's just a shot of Ghostface raising his knife, probably stabbing her before she crawls into the. Well, what I'm thinking happens is she's getting chased by Ghostface. He probably stabs her or something, but she manages to knock him over the balcony right there, and he falls. You know, ends up knocking out like Ghostface does. But she somehow also ends up like getting pulled with him, and now she's hanging on the chandelier about to fall. You know, that's what I think is. Yeah, these movies are so easy to dissect. But yeah. Yeah, and then we get another cool little shot right here. We already saw that. And this is another cool shot of Sydney. There's like a silhouette shot of Sydney right here. She's like probably most likely running back to her house because we're like in a cul-de-sac type neighborhood suburb area. So she's most likely running back to her house to help Tatum, you know, when Tatum is in the panic room, I'm guessing. And the Ghostface is trying to get in and trying to get her to come out and stuff like that. And then damn, there's another quick clip in there too. There's a lot of sprinkled little shots in there that you miss if you don't look close enough. Damn, there's another quick little thing right there. Okay, here we go. Okay, so yeah, here's another shot of Isabel May crawling on the floor. She's crawling on the floor. Yeah, this is in the bar or whatever, restaurant, coffee shop. And she's right there getting attacked, definitely. And then I'm thinking she makes her way home. Damn, bro, I pretty much know how the movie is going to turn out. Like, only what the trailer's showing, though. I don't know everything, though, because we haven't seen everything, you know. But yeah, that's Isabel May. Or should I say Tatum? And here's another still of Sidney Prescott in the little cross space, you know. Little cross space, some Halloween 2007 stuff right there again. So yeah, it looks awesome. Neve Campbell screaming her heart out. And then bam, you get the original Scream logo from the first movie, and then you get all the other ones. And then you get that last shot of Ghostface right there. That was awesome, guys. Yeah, I'm ready for Scream 7, yo. I'm ready for Scream 7. Then we get that last shot of Ghostface. Look. Then we get that last shot of Ghostface with the blood on the mask. He looks awesome, bro. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Let me see what I miss. Apple Ricky says, I want to live where Children of the Corn was filmed. That's awesome, Apple Ricky. Keep making films and stuff, you know, and maybe you could buy yourself some property out there and build a house. Cloudnown says, did Tatum die in the garage door? Yeah, bro, she's been dead for like 30 years. Almost already. Tatum Riley? Well, in universe. Suryakan says, that pilot name is Rafael Pacheco Perez. Who's that? Who's that pilot? Who is that? I gotta sneeze, guys. Damn, I hate sneezing. Poriki says, "Would you live in the Scream house if you could?" Yes, I would. Totally would. But then what would suck is that it's like in the middle of nowhere, kind of, you know. And I like living in the city, or at least in a suburb near the city. Cloudnom says, "I think they should stop milking franchises like the Jason universe. It's kind of pointless on what they've done. Everything with Jason already, with space even." Yeah, bro. I mean, I don't mind them. I don't mind them making Jason content. I love Jason Voorhees, but I just want them to make it the right way. It's such a basic formula: hot chicks, uh, a group of dudes, a killer with a hockey mask, or his mom in a camp in the woods with a lake and beer, and that's it. And adults that no one listens to. That's it, bro. But these suits go over the rails with too much agenda stuff, too much like gender stuff. That it just gets boring, bro. That's why people start hating franchises and start doing all that. Alporegi says, "I'm excited for all you to see the puppet. That's gonna be awesome. Hell yeah, hell yeah." Sri Khan says, "You missed my earlier comment." Yeah, because I was reading something, Alporegi. Any news on spoof movies like Scary Movie? No, I read it. Any news on spoof movies like Scary Movie? Yeah, I read your comment earlier. I read your comment. You missed my earlier comment. Glomnom says, "In the cast, Jason Universe looks terrible. It ruins the franchise for me." The cast of Jason Universe. Oh, from Sweet Revenge? Aporiki says, "Live her alone. It was a joke." Yeah, Scream 96. Sriakant says, "The story of Rafael Pacheco is a well-documented aviation mystery from 1976 that reminds me a subject of intense debate between those who believe it was a genuine." Oh, okay, I understand now. I get you. My bad. I've never seen that movie, Sriakant. My bad. I'm very poorly educated on history sometimes. My bad. My bad. All right, guys, let's start speculating on Scream 8. Since we already speculated on Scream 7, there's only two candidates that could probably be the killers, and that's Jill or Stu. Cloudnown says, "Yeah, Evil Dead Rise and Chucky with the gender dysphoria bogus is not the same." Yeah, bro, it's like I don't know, bro. It's just like that's what kills franchises when they start just like labeling everything, all these crazy stuff. Alporiki says, "Stu, my favorite Scream killer. I'm like obsessed with Stu. Stu's badass, yeah. Stu is badass. Yeah. Let me see. There was some Scream 8 news the other day.
Scream 8, this fool.
Yeah, there is. All right, guys, we got some Scream 8 news. Yo, we got some Scream 8 news, guys. Asuka says Scream should have stopped years ago. Honestly, if you ask me, it should have stopped at 4. If you ask me, it should have stopped at 4. But honestly, like I like 5. I like Scream 5 a lot. Not gonna lie. So I mean, it's because the thing with Scream is Scream could keep going on forever. But it's just that they focus too much on Sydney, so that's what gets people fatigued with it. Because it's literally the same story all over again. Oh, Sydney Prescott, Ghostface. But if they would do different Ghostface stories in different cities around the United States with different characters, then it would be awesome. But since they always heavily so focused on Sydney, a lot of people eventually get bored of that. Like Scream, the TV series, season 1 did it good. Season 2 was good too. Season 3 was cool too. They were able to manage to make. They managed to make. Be quiet, guys. They managed to make a Scream series without having to rely on Sydney and the main movie cast. That's what I liked about Scream, the TV series. Masuka says, "Yeah, because after Scream 6, it didn't make sense." Well, yeah, because also it doesn't make sense because in Scream 5, Sydney had like a stroller with babies, literally, and now Tatum is like 17 or 18. It's crazy. Time flies in the Scream universe, right? Time flies. So yeah, it's another thing that doesn't make sense as well. That's not gonna make sense to me. Surya Khan says it's a real incident that happened in Mexico and not a movie. Rafael is a real person and a movie character. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that, Surya Khan, and I'm Mexican. Trip out, right? I didn't know that as well, and I'm Mexican. Castellano says, hey, Frank, how you doing, bro? Nice haircut, looking fresh. What's up, Castellano? How you doing, bro? How you doing? Glad to see you here on the channel. Another episode of Horror Talk Wednesday. Today's episode 58 here on the channel, bro. Hell yeah. Please smash the thumbs up if you haven't cosplay. Please smash the thumbs up, bro. Do you like my mask cosplay? My Scream 6 rehauled Billy Loomis mask? Castellano says, I'm all right. Just taking time out of the out to date, but nothing too serious. Awesome, bro. That's awesome. Glad to hear, brother. Glad to hear you're doing great in the dating world. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I was just reading right here some Scream 7, Scream 8. I'm about to start getting into some Scream 8 news, guys. Cosplay says the Ghostface recall mask fire. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. I love how it looks on camera. I love how it looks on camera so much. Look at that. Doesn't it look great? Look at the paint, bro. The paint job, the cracks. It's just so awesome. Look at that. The paint job, the cracks. Oh, yeah, but yeah. Let me see. Surya Khan says he vanished from a radar shortly after takeoff and reappeared an hour later over Acapulco. A journey that should have taken approximately 3 hours in a small low-fuel Cessna. That's crazy. He must have traveled through a wormhole or something like the Bermuda Triangle, you know? That's crazy. He's almost like the Mexican Amelia Earhart. Castellano says, how long did it take you to rehaul? Like 3 days, bro. Cosplay. It took me like 3 days to rehaul it. A lot of dry brushing, bro. A lot of dry brushing. And you got to be careful brushing around the cracks. You got to be careful brushing around the cracks as well. And then after I was done dry brushing it, the whole mask, I got a ball-pointed black pen and I started outlining the cracks again so you could see them. Looks great, doesn't it? Looks like the movie mask, bro. Like I said, I know some people like making their mask yellow and stuff, but in some of the scenes in the movie, look, it just looks white to me. Looks great. Skylar says, the mask is so peak. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is my personal Scream 6 mask rehaul. My Billy Loomis mask, bro. Look at that. I dry brushed it, and then I got a ball pointed pen, and then I just started going over the cracks again inside, and then I hit it with some matte clear finish to make sure the paint stays on, and there you go. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? Look at that. Look at that. Surya Khan says, you made that mask or you bought it? I bought the mask, Surya Khan. Obviously, I bought the mask. It's a Fun World Ghostface mask, but... My bad, I had a tongue twister. I bought the mask. It's obviously a Fun World Ghostface mask, but I repainted it. The only thing I did was repaint it. I only repainted it. I dry brushed it white, and then I repainted the cracks as well with the ball-pointed pen. It looks great, doesn't it, bro? This is one of the best masks I've done, dude. It looks so screen accurate to me. It looks beautiful. But yeah, let's get into the Scream 8 news, guys. We got some Scream 8 news as well. Everyone listen up, we got Scream 8 news. Castellano says 3 days, not too bad at all. It looks like the spitting image of the Scream 6 mask did an incredible job. Thank you so much, Cosplay. Thank you so much, bro. I love it so much. It's so beautiful, right? I think I'm gonna be Ghostface for Halloween this year. I'm going back to, I was Michael for a few years because, you know, the Halloween trilogy, the Halloween 2018 Kills ends, but that's done now, you know? Ghostface is the one right now, you know? There's no Halloween content coming out right now. So yeah, I'm gonna be Ghostface this Halloween and for Thanksgiving. Cause Scream is Scream 7 takes place around like November time, I think. Surya Cat says, yes, solid. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, let's get into the Scream 8 news, guys. Let's get into the Scream 8 news. So right here, X.com, Scream with Ryan C. Showers podcast is reporting, according to an industry insider, Scream 8 is going to focus on Tatum, played by Isabel May. What? Is that really true, though? Is that really true? Is that really true? I'm pretty sure we're going to still see Sydney from time to time, though. I'm pretty sure we're still going to see Sydney from time to time, yo. Pretty sure we're still going to see Sydney from time to time. Okay, but yeah, let's continue. According to an industry insider, Scream 8 is going to focus on Tatum, played by Isabel May, and Sidney Prescott will play a strong supporting role. depending on if she survives Scream 7, which she most likely will. Well, this may be disappointing to some Sydney fans. I think this could be good thing. This could be a good thing. I imagine Tatum will be developed and executed in the Sydney-led Scream 7 in the manner that we as fans fully embrace and actually grow to love her in the way we love the trio. It won't be forced. It won't be forced to look at the door slash shooting scene in the trailer. Also, having Sydney's daughter be the main character of a Scream movie just makes sense in a way other possibilities don't. If Tatum is the focus, it means Sydney will always be there and important and vital to the story. Additionally, Isabel May is a quality actress who can lead a Scream movie. The issue with Sydney in Scream 5 and 6 and Gale in Scream 6 was respect. I think Sydney and Gale can still be respected. If Tatum is the focus of Scream 8, it doesn't mean Scream 9 won't close the trilogy with Sydney back as the main character or for a shared Sydney Tatum focus. So yeah, guys, yeah, so we're getting rumors already that Scream 8 is gonna focus on Tatum. Alporiki says Scream 8 already. Yes, Scream 8 is already greenlit. It's already green. It's probably gonna start production this year, most likely, because I heard they want to release it around this time again next year. Castellano says, pick one for me to be this year for Halloween this year. Should I be Jason Voorhees or Freddy Krueger? Cosplay. Be Jason Voorhees. Cosplay. Be Jason Voorhees, bro. Cosplayzano. Jason Voorhees. Surya Cat says, any news on Leprechaun movie franchise? Are they release new movie? Surya Cat, I read an article a few weeks ago on a live chat right here that they do want to make a new Leprechaun movie. I did read an article here on the live chat a few weeks ago that they do want to make a new Leprechaun movie, but nothing is like actually confirmed yet, I think. Cazezano says, okay, bet. Gonna be part 7, Jason. Awesome, bro. Hell yeah, I can't wait to see it. Surya Khan says, yes, Aporiki says, I'm so excited for y'all to see this. Hell yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait. Cosplayzano says, okay, bet. I'm gonna be part 7, Jason. So yeah, guys. Scream 8 is apparently going to be now led by Isabel May. Well, let's see if she if Tatum is developed into the amazing young final girl that we want, you know? Just like her mom. You look, there's a new shot right there. A new shot of Sydney standing in the way. I guess Ghostface is coming at them or something. They're backed into a corner. That's crazy. That's crazy that they're going to make Scream 8 already. That is crazy. Surya Khan says, did you watch Final Destination Bloodlines? Yes, Surya Khan, yes. I actually got invited to go see that movie for free thanks to Fangoria. I got invited to go see that movie for free thanks to Fangoria last year. That was awesome. Hopefully they invite me again. I haven't gotten any invites soon, but oh well, who cares? But yeah, hopefully I get invited again though. Yeah, I did get to see that movie though. Free movie. Aporiki says, we're about to have Scream 7, Scream 8 already. Yeah, Aporiki. Because they're speculating Scream 7 is going to be pretty big. So why not, you know? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Let me see. Aporeki says, what is it going to be like Saw? We're going to have 10 Scream movies? Probably, but that's the thing with Scream. You could do that because it's a different killer each movie. I'm actually looking forward to Scream 8. You know why? Because they're going to focus mainly on Tatum now and not just Sydney and her trauma. Now we got some new trauma to deal with, you know? Let me see. Bro, I'm trying to look for the Trick or Treat Studios catalog. but I'm having trouble finding it.
Are you done?
No, bro. So like 20 minutes. Aporeki, oh, I already read that. All right, guys. So I'm guessing this is it. It says product catalog here. Look at that. This is what's new at Trick or Treat Studios, supposedly. Oh yeah, Surya Cat. Yeah, you were asking for some Scary Movie 6 update as well, huh? Yeah, Scary Movie 6 finished filming like a few weeks ago. Scary Movie 6 finished filming like a few weeks ago. I read a few weeks ago here on the channel, I think, as well. But yeah, since I don't think I've seen you here for a while, yeah, Scary Movie 6 finished filming like a few weeks ago, I think, and it's gonna be releasing sometime in May or June, I think. I think June or May, sometime around the summertime-esque, spring-esque type, you know? So just to let you know, because you wanted to know some Scary Movie 6 stuff. But yeah, guys, look, we're gonna take a look at some of the catalog for Trick or Treat Studios. Let's see how it is. Not to flip the camera. Yeah, I gotta flip the camera like this, guys, because I can't really see too well. But yeah. Club Nom says, Twisted Emo says, yo, what up, Twisted Emo? How you doing? What up, Twisted Emo? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to another live stream, another episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays, episode 58 today, bro. Please smash the thumbs up. Yeah, Twisted Emo? Please, Twisted Emo, get us up to 29 so more people can see this live stream when it goes up. Please, Twisted Emo. Twisted Emo says, I'm doing good. Awesome, bro. Glad to hear you're doing good. Like my mask? Like my Scream 6 Ghostface Billy Loomis mask rehaul? Cloudnom says, will they make a Primate 2 with the monkey returning? No, actually, the mask, they make 7 sequels and they have the original monkey come back at the end, orchestrating everything. I read the other day that there is rumors for a Primate 2. There is rumors for a Primate 2. They're just waiting to see how the box office does. Aporeki says, Charlotte, Emily's death will be like the game. That's awesome, Apple. Twisted Emo says, hell yeah, I saw your video. Thank you so much, Twisted. It looks great, doesn't it? It looks so screen accurate. I love it. But yeah, guys, let's continue with the catalog for Trick or Treat Studios. Let's continue so we could at least see some of it. Because we had a lot of Scream stuff to talk about. Look at that. Look at all this they have right now. Look at that. Oh, the Leatherface stuff looks cool. Aporeki said, I got fake knives and the fake blood already. That's awesome, Aporeki. Glad to hear. Can't wait to see your fan film. So yeah, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this. Someone said to make a Sleepy Hollow fan film. Someone told me to make a if we don't finish the catalog right here on the live, I'll probably just make a video of me talking about it. Yeah, look. So someone the other day told me to make a Sleepy Hollow fan film, and I'm thinking about doing it, dude, because I know some guy that could play Ichabod Crane. Definitely, he's got the look and everything. Yeah, and this is the sword from Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow, my favorite Sleepy Hollow movie. Also, I'm also gonna be getting the axes. These are the 2 axes the Headless Horseman carries as well. So yeah, oh, there's a pumpkin from, I need that as well, from the Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow. Hell yeah, bro, they got some good stuff. The Ninja Turtles. Wait, why we go so far? No, go to 2. Dumb thing, bro, come on. Twisted Emo says, I saw an image online of Maya shooting Scarecrow in the face with a shotgun, and Scarecrow's face was blown up and gory, but I feel like it was AI, but if not, then they just spoiled Scarecrow's death. Oh, in The Strangers Chapter 3, yes, I also gotta go see that movie. I think that drops in February as well, right? Yeah, bro, that sounds crazy, yeah. That sounds crazy. If that's true, bro, they just spoiled the movie. They just, hey, and The Strangers Chapter 3 looks like it's going in a cult direction. Aporeki says, what knife should I use? A buck knife like Ghostface or a kitchen knife? Use a kitchen knife, Aporeki. Use a kitchen knife. Aporeki. Aporeki, use a kitchen knife. Use a kitchen knife. Keep it classic. Keep it classic. No kid is going to be able to have a buck knife. This is most like an adult This is more like an adult knife. Like this is a knife that mostly like an adult would have, you know? Like a kitchen knife, a butcher knife from the kitchen is something any kid could get because it's just in the kitchen, you know? Use it for cooking and stuff, you know? But a buck knife, I feel like a buck knife would be more heavily secured by an adult because it's like it's not a regular knife, you know? This is the type of knife you don't just leave lying around, you know? Like that. So yeah, use a kitchen knife, keep it classic. That's what an actual kid would have access to, would be a kitchen knife more. Look at that, guys. Look at all this. Look at all this, bro. Man, I'm going to be spending a gang of money. They got Bozo. That's cool. They got the Crow, Brandon Lee. That's cool. Look, Leprechaun. They have a Leprechaun mask. For those of you who like Leprechaun, look, they got Leprechaun as well. Maniac Cop. They got the Motorhead logo. Me and my brother are Motorhead fans. We need to get these. I want to get these. I don't know. Yeah, I think I want the chrome one. The original logo. Let me see. Go down. Let me change the page now. Apple Ricky says William Afton's an adult. Oh yeah, I forgot you were making Five Nights at Freddy, huh? You were making Five Nights at Freddy. I forgot you were making Five Nights at Freddy. I thought you were still doing what was that movie? I thought you were still doing what is it called? Children of the Corn or something. I thought we were talking about Children of the Corn or something. Yeah, my bad. My bad, Apple Ricky, my bad. Asuka says they should do Chucky versus Leprechaun movie. Yeah, that'd be interesting. That would be interesting. Asuka, please press the thumbs up if you haven't, please. Asuka, please press the thumbs up if you haven't. Get us up to 30, please. Twisted Emo says, bro, my grandma, for some reason, has a large hunting knife in her drawer. She told me to grab something in her drawer, and I just saw it in there and picked it up, and it was extremely heavy. Yeah, bro, that's what I mean. Twisted Emo. A hunting knife is a different type of knife that you don't just leave lying around. A hunting knife, you leave it like in a drawer or somewhere secure where a kid can't get to it, you know? Unlike a butcher knife, that's like a kitchen tool, you know? So you leave that in the kitchen drawer. Look at this, guys. Look at all this. They got Iron Maiden merch. I want to get this Motorhead wallet. I've been wanting a chain wallet for a while. All these masks are sick, bro. This is cool too. The Iron Maiden. That's sick too. They got Sam right there. Awesome. Art the Clown. Look at all that. More Art the Clown, bruh. Delta Force, RoboCop. More RoboCop. Oh, freaking Red Foreman. Oh, the RoboCop mask looks cool. Look, Red Foreman, guys. That guy who kills RoboCop. Well, Murphy. Let me see. You got RoboCop right here. RoboCop says stay out of trouble. Damn, look at that. They got the Mortal Kombat mask. Sub-Zero masks. Scorpio. Reptile. Smoke mask. That's sick, dude. That's sick. Oh, look. That's cool. Welcome to Horrorland. I love that. Twisted Emo says, it'd be awesome if they did a totally killer mask, a hard eyes mask, and a hell of a summer mask. If they do it, then I will go nuts. Yeah, bro, the totally killer mask, right? Like it's like a Max Headroom kind of mask, huh? Yeah, they do need to make a freaking hard eyes mask, bro. They made John Carver. Why don't they make the hard eyes one, you know? Yeah, I remember when Hard Eyes first came out. I remember telling Trick or Treat Studios in some live or a video, hey, you guys should make the Hard Eyes mask. They got Fallout masks. They got all the Fallout stuff right here pretty much. Oh, they got Clown in a Cornfield. Look. That one is cool, bro. That mask is cool. They got Clown in a Cornfield. They got Clown in a Cornfield. I love it. Dude, look at all this. Toxic Avenger, Camp Grizzly, At the Gates of Loyang, Dracula's Fortune. All these board games, bro. Dark Pact game. Oh, look, they're reselling Slappy. Bro, look, like 300, like almost $300 for that Slappy. Apple Ricky said, I'd be wearing a brown hair wig, huh? That'll be sick, Apple Ricky, a brown hair wig. Look, bro, Slappy. I used to have a Slappy like this back when I was a younger kid. I was like 16 or 15. I used to have one. Don't ask how I got it. Yeah, bro. Look, they got Cheech and Chong right here as well. Got the Cheech and Chong masks going on. They got the Nun. They got the freaking House of a Thousand Corpses, the Chicken Bucket with what's his name, Captain Spaulding. They got Don Post, Hagatha mask, basically the Halloween 3 witch mask. Don Post. Oh, they can finally start to release some more Don Post stuff. They got some action figures right here. Trick or Treat, Mr. Krieg, the old guy in Trick or Treat. It's all the Trick or Treat stuff right here. That's it. Wow, that's it for the catalog. It feels kind of short. I feel like there's stuff missing because I've seen other people online. I feel like I don't know, man. They didn't do the catalog that they did it in before, like last year, where you could like click on it, and it turns into like a digital catalog, literally. Yeah, guys, you guys saw that. You guys saw all that right there. All right, hell yeah, guys. Twisted Emo says, Twisted Emo says, I really want a Trick or Treat Studios to make John Carver's prop acts. Yeah, yeah, the hat as well. I gotta order the hat. I gotta order the hat in my jumpsuit for my John Carver costume already, bro. I've been needing it. I think I'm gonna put my Ghostface mask on again before the live ends. Yeah, guys, Ghostface is about to sign out. Hell yeah. Twisted Emo says, no, Apple Ricky says Charlotte will be locked outside the rain. That's crazy, Apple Ricky. Twisted Emo says, sometimes low budget haunted house can be scarier than high budget quality houses. Yeah, that is true. That is true because a low budget house actually looks abandoned. Like versus a Hollywood set, you could tell when it's a set and fake spider webs and stuff like that. It's just a bunch of Halloween stuff. Yeah, yeah, totally, bro, totally, yeah. I've been in abandoned houses before. That has a totally different feel, totally different vibe, totally different smell than a movie set. Oh yeah, bro. Ghostface is about to sign out, guys. Apple Ricky says, I got monkey. Oh, wait, what? I got money. I can make the body and buy the head and feet. That's awesome, Apple. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Please make that movie gory. Please make it gory, Apple Ricky, please. Please make the movie gory, please. Oh yeah, guys, Ghostface is about to sign out. Who likes my costume? Look at that, guys. Look at that. Apple Ricky says, bro, that's so good. What? You like my blood? Look, I just squirt blood on it with this right here. Yeah. Pronom says, looks awesome. Can't wait to see your Scream 96 fan film. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. That's gonna be cool. What's up, Dominic? What's up, Dominic St. Clair? How you doing, bro? Please smash a thumbs up, Dominic. TCCK Gaming says hello. What's up, TCCK Gaming? How you doing, bro? How you doing? Glad to see you here. Just trying out my costume right here. Scream 7. We're on the road to Scream 7, guys. Hey, please smash a thumbs up, yeah, guys? Please smash a thumbs up. Whoever just got here, please smash a thumbs up. Whoever just got here, please smash a thumbs up. My Scream 6 costume, guys. Look at this. This costume looks great, doesn't it? This costume looks so good. Look at that. The mask looks awesome. TCCK Gaming says, sick costume. Thanks, man. Thanks, I appreciate it. It's an awesome costume. I love it. It's a Party City robe, Fun World, and a Ghostface Scream 6 Fun World mask. Rehauled by me. The mask looks so good, right? The mask looks so good, dude. Let's see. I'll move the chair. Damn, bro, it gets hot in this, though. It is I. I was Ghostface the whole time. Whoa, it's hot today, bro. Especially in this robe. It is so hot. But yeah, man, hell yeah. Klavnam says, does the blood wash off? Yes, Klavnam. You see, I wiped it off. I wiped it off with the glove. This is my own special recipe. I fake blood. This fake blood you're seeing, I did not buy it at the store. I did not order it. I make this fake blood. This fake blood, I make it myself. I have my own special. It looks good, doesn't it? It looks like blood. Look at that. TCCK Gaming says, hello, your costume is so good. Thank you so much, TCCK Gaming. Sick costume. Thank you so much, TCC. Please smash the thumbs up. Yeah, TCC. TCC, please smash the thumbs up, bro, if you haven't, please. Look at that. Imagine me in a Scream movie as the killer. I look pretty good. OG Wicked Milk says, yes, sir. What's up, Wicked Milk? How you doing, bro? How you doing? How you doing? Look, you like this mask, bro? I was just wearing it right now.
Rotten milk?
I was just wearing it. Looks great, dude, this mask. Cloudnom says, the reveal was better than most of the new sequels. My reveal was better than most of the new sequels? Because it's not about the reveal no more. It's literally the new Scream movies are literally about Ghostface, the character, just like killing people. You know, like how Halloween is about Michael Myers? Kind of like that. I don't think the new Scream movies are actually about the reveal anymore. I think that ended with 4. The whole shocking reveal thing. That was the last time I was shocked at a Scream reveal. I think Scream 5, Scream 6, Scream 7 is more about like the literal cloaked Ghostface persona instead now, you know, instead of the actual person under the cloak, you know? That's what I think Scream is now. OG Wicked Milk says, yes, sir, Wicked Milk. You'd make a great Stu cult member. I know, right, bro? I know. I know. But I got the Billy mask. So I gotta make my Stu mask again. I used to have one, but I sold it like 3 years ago. I made a Stu one, but I sold it when I was selling aged masks on my old Instagram. But yeah, look, check it out. I got the Billy Loomis rehauled Scream 6 Fun World mask. Looks great, bro. Look at that. Wicked Milk, look at that. Look at that rehaul.